Now take a look at this story here on Houston Chronicle. You can get it on HoustonChronicle.com. Recently, reporter Monique Welch going all the way back to Nimitz High School to take a look at how all of this is impacting Griner's legacy there, where that quiet young woman became a phenomenon and where hundreds of students and teammates and young women certainly who have walked those halls before, and so many of the young women there now have looked up to her for years. And we welcome in Monique Welch with the Houston Chronicle for more now. Monique, good morning. I'm curious why it was important for you to do this story. What compelled you to go back to Nimitz and kind of take a look at all of this?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, first off, I'm not originally from Houston. I follow basketball. I used to play basketball, so I've always been a fan of women's basketball. And certainly Brittney Griner and just following her really since Baylor. But so being at the Houston Chronicle and now here in Houston, it struck me like, well, why don't we go back and really reveal where she's from, her roots, how all of this started. Because I really to just learn more about her in that regard, what she means to Houston, what she means to her alma mater. And then talking to some of her teammates, former teammates, some of the athletes there now, I really just got a true sense of how much she means to that community.
So tell us a little bit more then about the sense that you got. What did you learn, about kind of Griner's days, at Nimitz High School and what she does mean to that community?
Yeah, I mean, I already knew that she meant a big deal to that community, but from the second I walked in, she's right there. Her trophies, a plaque from top to bottom, just listing out her achievements, and even just some of the things that people didn't know, like she played volleyball. Some of those accomplishments and our teammates that shared those lights, and just how she was just known as a blocker. And that transcended once she started playing basketball, which was her second sport. And now, of course, we know her mainly for basketball. But really, everyone just talked about how goofy she is as a person, really just how she's still that same person, just such a bright light and just always so giving, even until now in her professional career to her Nimitz roots.
Obviously, the big question here, and I know this is a lot of the bulk of the article over on the Houston Chronicle. I encourage y'all to read it. I got a chance to read it last week and kind of revisit it here this morning. How has this impacted how people in the school view her, Monique? And when I say this, I mean being convicted of a drug charge in Russia and now serving a 9.5-year prison sentence. How has it impacted her legacy there?
Well, to them, excuse me, her impact is still, she still has a heavy impact there. It hasn't affected her legacy at all. They still see her very much as this bright light, this shining star. And really, I just got a sense that they're really heartbroken. A lot of them met her personally. They said that she comes back regularly to just pour into the youth and the young athletes there that aspire to be like her, and that, called her a mentor. To the world, she's this professional athlete, and to the world, she's a celebrity, so to speak. But to them, she's really a mentor and someone a fellow Cougar who walked the halls, the gold and blue halls, just like they do. And
Right.
so they really look up to her and say, hey, you did it. I'm here as well. I can do this too. All things that they told me that she instills in them constantly. There was a time that they even said she came back and showed them her Olympic gold medal, just to kind of show them how real and achievable their dreams are. So to them, they felt very disheartened, very heartbroken to see someone they know as so giving and so selfless to, at least from the outside looking in, appears to not be receiving the same love and care and concern that they think she deserves. Of course, we've seen the reports. The Biden administration is saying that they are working diligently behind the scenes to secure her release, and now talks of trades. But to them, they don't think that enough is being done to help someone who's so giving.
Lastly, Monique, and obviously neither of us sort of policy experts in any way, but I'm just curious what stands out to you just personally about this whole ordeal with Griner as a WNBA player, going to Russia to play overseas, going through all of this, and how it's all played out now, serving a 9.5-year prison sentence.
I mean, it's definitely unfortunate. You think about just the condition that women athletes are in, particularly women basketball athletes. A lot of points have been raised that, she wouldn't even be in this predicament if she didn't even have to travel overseas to play basketball. There's a number of pay issues that come into play with that. So it's definitely unfortunate. And I think I also heard this with a lot of her former teammates, Coach Kendra Van Zant, who actually was her former point guard when Brittney Griner was a freshman. Van Zant was a senior. So they played together. And, so she knows her personally and just said, it's heartbreaking to see, and she uses it as a lesson to her players now. It's just that it doesn't matter the achievements you receive, whether you're Olympic gold medalist, 8-time All-Star, anyone can find themselves in an unfortunate situation. And unfortunately, a lot of them believe that just because of her being a Black woman, a Black queer woman at that's being used and toyed with as a statement. So it's just an unfortunate situation to see. But we'll continue following it.
Monique Welch with the Houston Chronicle. I encourage y'all to check out that article over on HoustonChronicle.com. Monique, thanks so much for your time. Really good stuff, and we'll talk to you again.
Thank you.